Hello, I'm Winnipeg Sun football reporter Kirk Penton, joined by Winnipeg Sun columnist Paul Friesen. We're here at Investors Group Field, and today we're actually going to talk about someone who's not going to be playing on this field this year. That's Jonathan Fortin, defensive back from Bishops, who is the first CIS player to be snared in the new drug policy. He tested positive for anabolic steroids at the CFL Combine. What happens to him now, Paul?
Under the CFL's new policy, he is not eligible for next week's draft. He would have been otherwise, and last year 5 players tested positive at that combine and 3 were drafted. So Fortin will not be eligible for next year's draft. He'll have to wait a year to get back in, and even then he'll only be in if he stays clean. So the new CFL policy with some teeth in it of being tested for the first time, and it looks good on the CFL that it's not a rash of positive tests as it was a year ago.
Right, 5 players last year.
Out of 80 tested, that's quite a high percentage.
Yeah, so do you think what does this show that one guy got caught in your mind? What does it show?
Well, there's still enough stupidity out there for one guy to get caught. As Brian Doby, U of M Bison's coach, told me today, it's not a mistake. It's a choice.
You don't think it's a mistake?
It's an anabolic steroid. It's a choice to cheat, to try to beat the system. So it shows, I think, that at least the ugly trend of a year ago, where we went from 1 the year before that to 5, clearly because there was no penalty for these guys. They could get away with it. It was a freebie under the old CFL drug policy. Clearly that has had an effect. And I think ideally that number has got to be 0 year after year. And I think maybe we'll get there.
You think you will get there someday?
I think we may. I mean, why would you now take that chance?
Yeah.
It used to be a freebie. Why would you now take that chance, knowing, okay, everything you're shooting for is gone, at least for a year? That's a long time.
Absolutely. And you've talked to a bunch of people about this issue today?
Yeah, I spoke with Brian Doby and Darren Gill, the player agent. Those two raised the alarm on this a year ago this month when the 5 tests became public, 5 positive tests. And they're talking about it and raising concerns about how bad this was for our youth. They could try to get into the CFL by cheating, and which is bad for their health long term. Their concerns started the whole chain of events rolling, and all the stories we wrote on that led to this change. So kudos to them.
Yeah. Okay. So he'll have that story in tomorrow's Winnipeg Sun. We just talked to Kyle Walters about the CFL draft. I'll have something on that as well. So lots of football talk in Saturday's Winnipeg Sun. For Paul Friesen, I'm Kirk Penton.